Hey, it's your old pal Slim, and this is 70mm, a podcast for movie lovers just like you. Disclaimer at the top of the show, we're not experts, but we do love watching movies. With me each and every episode is my close friend and artist, Danny Haas.
Hello.
And our close friend and movie insider, Protolexis.
Sometimes you just got to do something, and this week, let's dig a hole.
Every movie that we cover is connected to a theme for that month, and this time it's lo-fi, sci-timber, movies leaning on ideas more than effects. And you can use the chapters in your podcast app to skip right to our main discussion from 2011. And Jeff Nichols, Take Shelter. We got a lot of, just real quick, this is not the big story, but we got a lot of responses about the DudeWipes last week.
Really?
People were
Any sponsorship
raving
emails
about the DudeWipes segment last week. I don't think it was the most DMs I've gotten since, I don't know when. A lot of DMs
were invented.
All right.
Since DMs were invented. Proto, did you make any purchases for DudeWipes, Dumpkin Spice, since we last spoke? Any updates?
No purchases yet. My finger is still on the trigger, though.
Oh.
I didn't know where that sound was going.
But I mean, the big news this week.
But the big story.
Actually, never mind.
Not even going to do it?
Stop now?
You had something and now you're pulling it back.
To keep it, I was going to bring up your bidet, but then I thought, well, it's pretty personal information.
No.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about it
Yeah,
yet.
you broke your toilet.
No, we can talk about my bidet. This is the reason why I didn't get, I wasn't, in full disclosure, I was going to settle the score on one battle after another.
Yeah. Only one person can do that tonight.
But for now, that's just going to be Proto. Proto will settle the score. So my wife is out of town. I told a hammock story pre-show. For those that aren't patrons, you can get that in the pre-show. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy a family gift. I'm going to buy us a bidet.
Okay.
And I'm going to install it while she's out of town. She's going to come home. She's going to see it. And it's going to be like, an amazing moment for me personally.
So romantic.
Yeah.
So there's nothing more romantic than buying your spouse bidet. Yeah. And I had a few hours before my movie screening Tuesday night. And I was like, all right, 10-minute install. That sounds easy enough. I could do this.
Oh, no.
First mistake.
No. First mistake was thinking I could do something an adult can do. Maybe even a child. So I took apart the pieces, instant leaks, couldn't get it figured out. And by this time, I needed to start leaving for the movie screening. But I did not have a working toilet for my son for me to leave with. So I was like, I got to get this sorted out. I got to put everything back together like it was. And the water wasn't going back in the tank. I must have inadvertently knocked over one of the plastic pieces in the tank. So water was just like pumping out every which way. I couldn't figure it out. So by the time I got the toilet back together, it was 7:30. Movie screening was at 7. So it was out. And I didn't even have a working bidet that night.
Oh,
that was probably maybe even the double trouble. I didn't have a working bidet for my butt.
Oh, no.
But there is a happy ending.
Ew.
For the bidet. I did get it installed and it's working. So
yes.
Yeah, I did it.
Does Amanda know yet?
Yeah, I did tell her that we now have a working bidet and everything's changed. Everything has changed.
All right.
One bidet battle after another, I said in our DMs.
That was good.
That night.
It was really good. That was a good one.
Pro, do you have a bidet and or thoughts on Tushy, the bidet company?
I don't really know Tushy. I don't know who they are. I haven't looked into them yet. I've used the bidet. I don't have a bidet, but I've used the bidet. Would I invest in a bidet? If Jenna wants a bidet, we'll have one. We just haven't gotten there yet.
Is there a scenario where you use a bidet and dude wipes? Or does one get rid of the
I'm
other?
still just thinking back to last week's segment. Danny's like reaction to hearing that Dale does not flush dude wipes, and then asking if we don't wipe the butt cheek or something last week. Anyway, I can't foresee a reason why I would use dude wipes and a bidet.
Yeah, okay. Just
Does
make it
Dale
sure.
have a bidet? I don't know. This is a lot of bidet. Just bottom of the hour, folks. Take Shelter 2011. We're going to get right into it.
Or we just don't.
Based on the watch party results in our Discord, everyone needs a bidet after watching the movie.
True, yeah.
Danny, do you have a bidet?
No, I don't. I don't foresee it happening, but being in Japan, every toilet had a bidet.
Right.
Public, hotel, anywhere. I was impressed. I liked them.
But not enough to bring it home.
Well, they cost money.
That's right.
So,
And where are you going this weekend?
Hawaii.
So one battle after another, Pro. You saw the big one.
Oh, yeah. We
You
gotta
went
talk
to the
about
screening
this.
that I was not able to go to. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, one battle after another. The new picture from Paul Thomas Anderson. The energy in the theater was electric.
Oh, maybe.
This was another fan event of some kind. They had Slim. I'd never seen this at a screening before, but they had lights and cameras set up, and they had someone dressed up as Leonardo DiCaprio from the movie Bob Ferguson.
You serious?
And then you could put on like this. He wears
Flannel?
this robe, this flannel robe that's in the trailers, and kind of it's like a iconic look now. But you could put that on, and then like they were interviewing people after the movie. It looked like it looked like a whole segment. Maybe it was a TV news station. I don't know, but their energy was popping. Then they were giving away shirts and beanies. It was an event.
Was this in IMAX? You went to the Neshaminy screening, right?
Yeah,
That's my
this was-
stomping ground.
Yes. This is the Neshaminy IMAX, which is a beautiful screen. It's really great. It's huge.
Big, beautiful.
It's a long drive for me, but it's worth it. I went with
Yeah.
my little brother, and we got to see it. And it's a ride. It's a great ride in the theater. This movie sounds amazing. So I was glad to see it in the IMAX with the big booms, the gunshots, tires screeching. And then the Johnny Greenwood score. Johnny's done it again, folks.
I didn't even know he did the score.
Oh, yeah. There's such a great pairing. Him and Anderson, like the way he shoots a movie, like his movies are so, I don't even know how to describe it, energetic, kinetic, moving. And Johnny Greenwood, his music pairs really well with that. And the performances in this are like, it all kind of like blew my mind. I just felt like I was watching like 5 amazing performances, like life performances possibly from so many different
Really?
actors. Yeah. I mean, Sean Penn is incredible in this
He's back.
movie. There's going to be a lot of people who are like, who is this guy? And then they're going to discover all that Sean Penn has done.
Remember that
He's like
TV
if
show he
Shia
did?
Oh,
That space
one?
NASA one?
That was
God.
one of my all-time favorite TV shows.
God.
But I feel like is Sean Penn
No one knows.
something? I feel like people yelled
After
at me when I
Mystic
mentioned
River,
like
I don't
watching a
think
Sean
anyone-
Penn something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if he was maybe too political before 2016, which meant he tried to solve world hunger, and that's nowadays he's like a saint, I guess.
Yeah, he went a little Bono on everyone. I think.
What? What does that mean?
Bono did the same thing, like save the world kind of stuff.
Right.
People don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear rich people trying to feed the poor.
Yeah, look where we're at now.
Look where we're at now. Jimmy Kimmel just got yanked off the air.
They should have listened to people trying to feed the poor.
We can't get into it. Well, I don't want us to get yanked. We
Ew.
save it for the uncut.
Save for the hammock.
Anyway, yeah, Sean Penn, fantastic. Then Tiana Taylor is also in this movie, and I don't think
Okay.
I've ever seen her in anything. I don't know if I've seen her, but she blew my mind. Amazing. And then, of course, like Leo. I mean, Leo doesn't miss at this stage in his career. He just does not miss. I love seeing him on the screen. I love looking at him. I love the way he acts. And you're just like following this guy around. I mean, I mean, what can you say?
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I loved it. I gave it 4 stars. There's all these reviews, people saying it's critics saying it's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
already, and maybe it is. It's a lot to digest, though. There's a lot in this movie, and I think that's the thing. Is like I was a little overwhelmed with trying to make sense of it all. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing it again. It's almost 3 hours, but it didn't feel like that. It was having the time of my life in this theater.
Cripes.
Are you getting an Oscar to anybody in this?
Sean Penn? Is Sean Penn up for Oscar?
Who's Oscar? If you're giving it right now.
If I'm giving one Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think Sean Penn could probably get like a lead nomination maybe for this, whereas Tiana Taylor would maybe get a supporting.
Okay.
So I could see it.
But Leo and PTA definitely up for in the runnings.
I would not be surprised at all if Leo gets nominated for this.
Yeah.
I mean,
love to hear this.
Oscar season. We're heating up already.
Finally. Quietest year for Oscar buzz. TV show. Until now.
The First. That was the Sean Penn TV show. The
First. My God.
That was like...
What a show.
What year was this? It felt like...
it
was like a Hulu Prestige show.
It was before we even started the podcast.
2018. So it was maybe before its time. It was like a sci-fi show. I mean, modern sci-fi. It was about us planning our first mission to Mars. And Sean Penn was like an astronaut. And
Sean was incredible.
Oh my God. That show was great.
Physically looked incredible too.
Unbelievable app. Should we do the first pilot episode?
Should we do pilots again?
Oh.
He's an absolute freak in this movie. Like people, you're not ready for what Sean Penn is in this movie. People are going to lose their minds.
Okay,
Sean Penn. God,
only PTA could do this to Sean.
He's so weathered, Sean Penn.
Yeah,
65. He looks amazing. Look at this Wikipedia photo of Sean Penn. You kidding me?
Audio podcast.
This guy. I just dropped it in chat.
Mm.
Anywho, yeah, I'm excited to see that. I'm tentatively going to try again next Tuesday.
All right, good luck.
In if anyone wants to hang out in the area Tuesday night.
Oh gosh, you're putting it out there.
Maybe I shouldn't have.
You just doxed yourself. God.
We can get some Actually, I was gonna say get some snackies. I actually don't like any of the food at Regal. I'm gonna cut this out from the public episode, but I can't deal with the food at Regal.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
What are you talking about?
The popcorn is no good.
What are you talking about?
The popcorn is no good compared to AMC.
You're not cutting this out of the main feed. I'm not letting you.
People in chat, what do you think about AMC versus Regal popcorn?
Let's move on.
I mean, maybe the people who have AMC probably never go to Regal and vice versa. So maybe that's
what it is. I've never been to. I've never sniffed an AMC stub.
Joe Jazzy, Regal popcorn isn't great. All right, that's it.
Settled. But I've never had AMC, so
settled the score.
I don't even know why Joe typed that message.
Let's say hello to Christopher, Steven, and Ben. They joined our Patreon, got access to our Discord, and longer uncut episodes. You don't even want to know what we're getting into tonight in the post show. Everything under the sun we will get into. All the hot news that's too hot for ABC, we'll get into it. And we also have exclusive episodes just for patrons. We have recorded a Jackie Brown episode. What an ep. What a picture.
I'm still thinking about Pam.
Still thinking about Jackie. Mm-hmm. And Sam. Remember Sam's hair?
Sam's hair.
When it's down and he's hanging out in his house, it's just flowing over his couch.
Something to think about.
Danny, did you watch anything this week that you want to discuss?
I won't take long to discuss it because there's not much to talk about. I watched Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, 1995, directed by our boy Joe Chappelle. Not good. Not good movie.
Which number is this in the series?
I honestly thought it was 4, but I think it's 5. But I thought someone said 8, so I don't know. I don't know.
God, what a mess.
Donald Pleasance is still in it though, so I couldn't tell you where this lands. I think in my review I said it's a bad movie, but not a bad time. I didn't hate what I was watching. It's just a bad film though. Paul Rudd is in it, trying everything he can to keep this watchable.
This might be his first movie, if I remember correctly.
It could be 95. He's ageless, so who knows?
Yeah.
There was a moment when Donald Pleasance, he's got a great beard, and he does like some whispering in his accent, and if you close your eyes, it almost sounds like Dumbledore. I couldn't get over it. It really bothered me.
This was my reaction when I saw that Danny logged this Halloween movie.
Hey guys, just stop real quick and pray with me.
I cannot believe you're playing this. God.
The only reason I even know this video exists is it showed up on some feed I was on, but it was like, watch Chris Pratt close his eyes to pray. And I was like, what does that even mean? Fake close your eyes. So I watched the video and he's like, let's pray. And he closes his eyes, but they're like, he opens them sometimes. So people were saying he was like reading from a script, which is just the whole thing is just so, I can't even just believe what I said out loud.
I can't. This is what you should remove from the main feed. What you just said right now.
Oh, not the bidet segment.
Not the bidet segment.
Chris Pratt praying on Instagram is what I need to
taking
remove.
A dump on Regal Cinema Food.
That's not even going to make the main show. So nobody even knows what you're talking about.
I will make sure this makes the main feed. I have access to our files.
That doesn't sound too odd to me. I made a career out of fake closing my eyes in church. That's a technique, my friend.
Oh, my goodness. Anything else? So, yeah, we watched Jackie Brown. I don't even know if I watched anything this week. What was I doing this week? I was busy.
A couple people in our Discord are doing a Carpentober.
Carpentober.
They picked out 10 Carpenter movies. I've seen 4 of them. I might fire up one, even though I don't know if I got to find Elvis. I got to watch this finally. 1979's Elvis, where Kurt Russell plays Elvis Presley. I really need to see this film. I keep looking at it.
Oh, you know what? I did see. James and I went to go see the Demon Slayer movie.
Oh yeah,
Infinity
how was
Castle.
that?
Great, fantastic. I don't remember what made him. It might have been a Roblox game, but he started watching Demon Slayer. He watches a few different anime.
Okay.
Television programs to the point where I got us a Crunchyroll subscription.
So you're paying for Crunchyroll?
I'm paying for Crunchyroll, and he uses it.
All downhill from there.
Demon Slayer. He gave me some like prep. He wanted me to watch the whole series in advance, but I didn't have that kind of time. But he gave me like specific episodes to watch that I should prep for the movie. I thought it was great. I liked the series a lot, and I surprised him with from Japan. I got a special limited edition book that they gave out at the premiere in Japan for Demon Slayer, and came in the mail a couple weeks ago.
Just pulling the strings.
Jazzed about it. He's jazzed. Loves it. Loves it.
That's what we live for.
And it made a lot of money. I think it's the highest grossing opening weekend for an anime ever. 70 mil
Holy crap.
US.
Wow.
And it made a lot of money overseas. So people were like shocked about how much money it made. But when I was trying to buy us tickets for opening weekend, like Thursday and Friday were like 80% full, and some screenings were sold out. And this was last month. So opening weekend, it was packed. So check it out, folks.
I feel like these streaming platforms have made anime so accessible in a way like it wasn't when I was young.
Big time.
Because like my son Theo is like watching anime, and like when I was his age, I didn't even know like what anime was.
Mm-hmm.
So he has like so much access to this now.
Yeah, and I think maybe most of Demon Slayer is also on maybe Netflix right now. So it's all like Netflix is contributing to this as well. Like there's so much stuff on Netflix that otherwise never would have seen. I think one show was on Hulu. It was like a soccer anime, Blue something. He's like hardcore into that. Actually, now that I think about it, that probably contributed to wanting to get back into soccer this year because he's playing soccer again.
Oh my.
So it's working wonders.
The Japanese are controlling your mind, your son's mind.
That's fine. I'm into it right now. Let's see where this goes. Let's see. This is the last episode of Lo-Fi Sci-Tember.
Thank God.
We are crawling over the finish line. Next week, we are doing a special episode, Fatal Attraction. Every fifth week in a month, we dedicate to sexual Michael Douglas. But we don't have time for that right now. We got to get into Mike Nichols' Take Shelter, 2011. The final Lo-Fi Sci-Tember film. And I believe this was Proto's pick-ish. That's one thing. So if people were curious, like we haven't really talked about what our picks were and why we didn't, we're going to try to remember to do that next time. It's just, something we forgot this month. Pro, what's this movie about?
Curtis is living the American dream. Dead-end job, just enough money to pay the bills, and a crushing sense that something terrible is coming. That something manifests in his reoccurring dreams and hallucinations. At first, he keeps it from his wife Samantha, but when he takes out a loan to remodel his storm shelter for the impending doom that he senses, the truth comes out. But is it only the dreams that scare Curtis? A family history of psychosis has him questioning everything, and unsure of who to trust results in further isolation. Can Curtis be healed, or is something far greater happening? Take shelter.
Art said this last week. I remember a comment Art made in chat, like, why aren't they saying it's sexual Michael Douglas week? Art, I did say it. I just said it tonight. Wake up, Art.
You can't fall for his traps.
Art is like fake eyes closed, like Pratt, listening to live chat right now. Take Shelter. Pro, do you remember what drew you to this movie during the selection process for this month?
Well, this is a movie I've had on my watch list for years. I think even before we started this show, I remember I love the name. Like, I love the title. Take Shelter, I think, is incredible.
Okay. As
a title. True. I think the poster of it too kind of like was fascinating. And then I remember when this came, I don't know if it was when it came out, probably, and I saw the trailer and just kind of being, I think, drawn to the ideas that were represented in this. The images of like the birds schooling, a guy digging a hole in his yard, hallucinations, unsure of what's real. Like, that's just kind of like up my alley, I think. So this movie has kind of always stayed with me, and I've been looking at it on my watch list for 5 years now. So I don't even know if this really qualifies as lo-fi sci-fi, but I think
get into it.
ChatGPT said it was. So it's like,
oh, great.
There's a stamp of approval.
Proto just got canceled live on air. I had seen this before, and I have seen some other of Nichols' work, like Midnight Special. I saw maybe that was the first thing that I had seen him do, and I was really like blown away by that. That, to be honest, is probably more lo-fi sci-fi than this.
Okay.
But I still think lo-fi sci-fi works for this based only on maybe the last 10 seconds like of the movie.
Yeah.
And even then, it's more of like the theme of like this prophet potentially kind of deal. But I really like Jeff Nichols. I've seen the Bike Riders Midnight Special. I have not seen Mud. That was the one he did after this with Matthew McConaughey. So I do want to check that out. So that's my history with Nichols. Danny, what about you?
No history. And I think actually all I know of Jeff is Midnight Special. I didn't realize he was Mud, and I definitely didn't realize he was the Bike Riders. I thought Midnight Special looked interesting. I never saw anything for Take Shelter before this. Didn't know much about it. Anything's possible with Jessica Chastain in a movie. So,
God.
That's my extent of knowing about Take Shelter.
I had like a snarky review I was going to write, like they don't make them like this anymore, which I've probably done 50 times on Letterboxd.
Yeah, not you.
But it's like 2011, and if they do movies like this anymore, they're on Netflix for a day and they're gone. Like this is one of those movies that was probably like super beneficial with DVD rental. You know, like people renting this movie and it had a life. Like I don't feel like movies that are similar to this have any life that continue past production and the day of release. If like they just go to streaming, I feel like. Because low budget, like low stakes. You know what I mean?
This budget had to have been $20.
I think it was like 4 million or something like that. And it only made like 5 million at the box office.
Jeez.
Well, especially now when you think about it. I mean, they're making movies that are $200 million and they're going straight to streaming. You know? Right. So like a movie like this.
It's so true.
What hope does a $5 million movie have if a $200 million movie gets 0 viewers?
This movie would be made in the Disney Dome today. Like,
God. You're not wrong.
It would be
That's
AI.
sad.
It would be AI. Some Netflix project manager would use AI to make this movie, and he would get promoted. That's the state of the world we live in. Perna, what's at the top of your list for this Michael Shannon-led vehicle?
I think this movie was interesting in how like the pace of it was the thing that stood out to me. I think normally with a movie like this, like I want to say it's slow, but when I call a movie slow, that also usually means that I'm bored.
Right.
But I don't think I was bored with this movie. There was something, it felt like deliberate about the pace of it. I mean, it takes its time.
Yeah,
right?
It's 2 hours.
Like, it's 2 hours and it's like really stretching the material, but not in like not necessarily in like a wasteful way. So like it felt very intentional in that sense. So I don't know. It like feels like it somehow hit this middle ground for me where usually it would be hard for me to focus or I'd get bored with something like this. But I think this works. And maybe it's because of like Michael Shannon's performance and Jessica Chastain, like just the acting, like the two of them, their relationship kept me engaged. And wanting to know, you know, how it was going to resolve. And it kind of like trickles out just like story beats that like maybe at the point where there's not something going on, you know, it brings in the stuff with his mom, you know, it comes back to his boss and his boss shows up at his house. So there's like there was enough to keep me fully engaged with it. What did you guys think?
And then his brother appears. But then, like, you don't even know it's his brother until maybe 5 minutes in the conversation. Doesn't he, like, reference himself as the brother or as your brother?
Oh, yeah, that dweeb.
I was like, I couldn't remember who that guy was. Is this a neighbor? What's this guy's deal? Yeah, I think it helps in that, like, there's just a slow build of just, like, dread over time. And, like, it is slow and methodical, but, like, I feel like every scene almost just builds further into like, oh my God, this is just going to get worse. Like, this is just not good. Especially when he gets like fired. And then Jessica comes home and sees him building the thing.
Christ.
And then the boss shows up in his backyard. And then you're like, his freaking daughter's surgery is now up in the air. Like, oh my God, like, can this get any worse? And I think the score helps for me too. David Wingo did the music. It's just so tense, and it's like the same chords almost for like the entire movie. But yeah, and I should say that like our Discord has a watch party for the movie of the week, and everyone needed to go use a bidet after they got done watching this movie. There's stinky dumps dropped from this movie. This feels like the least watch party-ish movie.
I can't imagine watching this in a party.
Like, it's so slow. You have to really just kind of along for the ride. There's nothing like exciting that happens in this movie, really. Danny, what did you think of the pace?
You know, I don't think much different than what you guys. I don't know if I have much to add, except I don't know that it worked for me being so slow, and I don't know if I enjoyed Shannon's performance. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe it's a little bit of him, a little bit of the slowness. I don't know. There was just something I wasn't connecting with. And usually if it's like something like, because he's so worried about this pending storm that's coming when it turns out it's him possibly paranoid schizophrenia. So like the whole trauma aspect of it would definitely push all my buttons in kind of this kind of storytelling, but the slowness, the pace, the performance, it just wasn't connecting for me. I just didn't really, could have been a 75-minute movie, like easily, and maybe would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I could see that. So when you said it about it kind of like it like building over time, it did make me think of movies like Hereditary and Babadook.
Yeah.
In the way that those movies build dread, but like this is just like, it's not a horror movie.
Right.
But it pretty easily could have been. Like with those dreams, if they leaned more into it.
I thought about Babadook too watching this. Like it's in the vein of that, just not horror.
Yeah. And really, like, if you don't know anything about the movie and you start watching it, it's like a drama, like slight horror movie about mental illness for 99% of the movie. Like, is he actually turning into his mother? Like, does he have the same thing that she had? Is he going to leave his family?
Right.
And in like their time of need? And then, I mean, the whole movie is really like focused on him really paranoid that a storm, like a big storm is coming.
Yeah.
You can read into whatever the hell that means. And he builds a shelter. He takes out that loan and against his house. And yeah, it is really dreadful.
It's dreadful. And it's hard for me to want to I want to pause on like bagging on this film, even if I didn't like it, because it feels like when you talk about something that is portraying someone dealing with paranoid schizophrenia, something traumatic, I feel like if someone is dealing with that and watches this, maybe they could possibly get something out of this film. So it's hard for me to want to take a dump on it, even though this probably really could be something for someone who's dealing with this or has family members who've dealt with it. And it could be a vessel and, understanding.
Right. Like Jessica, this is a very real situation that like a Jessica Chastain.
Right. They could see themselves in Jessica for sure. Yeah.
And tries to maybe support him through the whole ride or bail. Like a lot of my favorite scenes were her kind of just like sitting and dealing with like seeing what was happening with him. And remember that there's like one scene where she like cries and like I think when he tells her the dreams he's having.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we're like near the end where they're in the shelter and she's like, we need to leave and you need to be the one to open the door. Otherwise, like this is how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought those scenes were really powerful.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, it's hard to even like, not to have like a pun, but this feels like an absolute nightmare to lose your mind in this way. Not so much like dementia, like how my father lost his mind, but like to be paranoid and schizophrenic, that seems so terrifying. Yeah. So maybe I come around a bit on Michael's performances because he does kind of perform that kind of bit really well.
Yeah.
It's scary.
That scene in the shelter where he has to open the door and then you don't see, you see sun, like a clear sky. You're just like, oh God. Like, you almost want to see a storm because I wanted
annihilation of the earth.
Yeah, that's what I thought might happen.
I wanted scorched earth for that guy.
Be gone.
I wanted everyone to believe him after this.
And she's still with him at the end there. Like even though it's the storm, there was a storm, but it had passed, and they go to see the doctor. So really, it's just crazy stuff. I mean, that was my main point. Was just kind of like that journey. The story essentially is him dealing with maybe I do have paranoid schizophrenia like my mother. Like, and he is a working man, blue collar. He's not going to tell his wife that. Right. He's going to like try to figure, like, I can figure this out. I'm going to get a book on mental illness. I need to research this. And I mean, that journey in and of itself and him having the nightmares. And you're right. Those nightmares were pretty horrifying when like the people at his window were like walking by the door.
Oh yeah. I didn't like that.
The furniture levitating.
Yo, that looked pretty good.
I don't know.
That's where the $4 million budget was.
Yeah, his his journey. I mean, in some ways, I feel like, man, he's better off than a lot of people because the fact that he had like that frame of reference that his mom went through this and that he was aware that this is what's happening. Like, how scary is it for like people to like not even question that they're like this is happening, like that you're having delusions or you're hallucinating. Like, there's so many people who live this experience without even knowing there's something wrong. So like him just being in a place where he can like recognize it and like go to the library to like read a book about it,
right?
You know, and try to figure it out. He's further ahead than a lot of people.
And he even went to that one person and said, like, I scored 5 out of the 12, or like the schizophrenia symptoms or the signs that you are. And he like came with like potential evidence. He's like, I think I might have it. Let's figure this out. Danny, what's the top of your list?
Top of my list. If you show up to a market or a festival or a convention of any kind, and someone has a booth of stuff that they've made with their hands. And it's not like reselling comics, or it's literal items that they've made with their hands. It's an artist using their skill. Don't haggle with them. You're a bad person if you try to haggle someone's art done. We have a hard enough time pricing what we think our art is for sale for. And if you want to nickel and dime us and belittle our work and craft, you're a bad person. And what she did to her infuriated me.
Yeah. I wrote down and I called that woman a skank in my notes.
I was pissed watching that happen to Jessica.
The worst part is...
Not my Jessica.
Like, Jessica needed to make the sale. She made the sale.
And then she made the sale. That's what we do. That's what we have to make the sale. We have to make the sale.
50% off too. I mean, what's she paying herself there?
In
like $4 an hour at this point?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Hand-stitched doilies. And we're going to nickel and dime. Get out of my face.
Jessica, please.
Lock her up.
Please. She should have been arrested. She should have been incarcerated after what happened at that fair. Yeah, I felt so bad for Jessica. I mean, you really
She's
do...
socking all that money away for their one beach vacation.
Oh my God, the beach vacation.
Gosh.
And he get even angrier because he gets that loan.
He just...
oh my God, the loan. Oh. Her reaction when she comes home and sees that construction going on in the backyard.
Oh my God.
That's what Casey sees my PayPal charges.
What's this Timex charge for $55?
Casio USA.
Oh boy. Pro?
I don't know at what point. It was like halfway through when I realized that this is like a Noah remake.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh.
I didn't really like... I think it might have not been until the scene where he flips the table inside the community center.
Oh.
Because I'm like, oh my gosh, no one believes him. He's having apocalyptic visions of the future. He's preparing for it. And, he's going to, believe it no matter what. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is Noah. Which kind of like...
Danny's rating just went up by 2 stars.
I'm listening.
Which I thought was interesting, because then it's, like there's a lot of parallels, I think, to like Faith too, of course, with like that story. But this is like, it's more, it's illness.
Yeah.
So it has like, reading it from that perspective, I think like a modern take on the Noah story is interesting, of like a modern man trying to figure this out. And also how it's kind of like flipped in terms of because there's like a decent amount of like church mentioned in this, but it's clear that Curtis is not the one. He's not, he's not religious. It's more Jessica's character, and he's kind of along for the ride and like putting up with Sunday lunches and praying at the table and all that.
If you click play on Pratt right now. I saw you look
Save
over
it.
to your
I can't overdo the pray file. But yeah, this would be the most realistic version of that. Like, I mean, you'd have to think that you have a mental illness, really. Like, something is wrong in my brain that I think this event is coming. Like, I mean, it's a prophecy that he has in his mind.
Yeah.
Danny, your thoughts?
No, I listen, whatever gets you through this movie. If you want to pretend it's a Noah film, religious tones,
2 stars
go for it. I mean, it works. It works. I like it. It's a fun thing. I mean, if they had marketed any sort of that this is a Noah story, I think it would have been, Westboro Baptist Church on every corner about this
Fox
film.
News.
If he was just building a boat instead.
Just instead of, this was an underground boat. His ark was underground.
Which is something I thought so he's having visions of like this rain that's like motor oil, but he's going to be in a shelter. Will that not flood if there's like a downpour? How does this work with
I don't know.
shelters?
Well, it was a whole containment. It's a unit, whatever they're called, shipping container.
But even if it floods, like, where's the oxygen come from? Like, they're going to drown eventually. They're just run out of oxygen. But I mean, did he have oxygen tanks down there?
Oh, I don't know if it had been a flood. I think he was worried about just the hurricane, the tornado.
I guess it would have just been.
Isn't that how all storm shelters work? I don't know. We don't have in Florida.
Maybe we're drifting too much into the Noah aspect if there was going to be that much water.
This is the lo-fi sci-fi.
But I mean, at the end of the movie, it's like a tsunami. It's like multiple tsunamis. Like they're not outrunning that at the end of the movie.
Right. Yeah. Like
they're not out driving that, especially at the speed at which they decided to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's game over for them.
Absolute game over.
But I mean, yeah, we could talk about the ending now that we're here.
Go for it.
But they do go to the beach to have their little mini vacation before he kind of goes away to, be evaluated, maybe go on some medication. And the daughter sees the storm, and I think she does the sign for storm at the end, and he finally sees it. And I mean, he realizes his daughter is seeing something that only he saw previously, like that no one else could see. And then she comes outside, Sam comes outside and sees it. And I mean, that is a pretty shocking ending. Like up until this point, you think it's probably mental illness. All right, they're going to get this looked at. Because when he comes out of the shelter and there's nothing there, they're like, okay, I guess that's it. But at the end of the movie, like the storm is there and the family sees it. The motor oil rain, like the storm to end all storms is there. And there's like this, honestly, I thought amazing scene where Jessica Chastain like looks at him and they just kind of nod and realize that like, okay, this is happening. Like we're now on the same page and like, I'm with you now. And then the movie ends. Pro, what did you think?
Yeah. I guess two things. Like one is the fact that it resolves in this way, but like what you said of like, it's a tsunami. They're not near the shelter that he spent this whole movie building for this moment. They're not going to get there. I mean, they're probably dead.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, it's interesting that it's actually happening, but it feels weird that it's not connected, doesn't feel connected to like the rest of the story in that way. It's like, they're like nodding to each other. Okay. What's your next step? This is bad.
Right. Like, if you ignore that it's like a potential tsunami, okay, yeah, they're going to like drive away, be together and avoid the storm or be safe. But like you can see the water receding from the beach. It's like almost like multiple miles inland or whatever. And it's essentially game over. Like they're dead in probably a minute. But even so, how far would that a tsunami have gone? Were they at Ohio? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the East Coast. Was it Myrtle Beach or something?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach.
They're finished.
I mean, no,
they're finished.
No one knows where Ohio is.
Finished.
I couldn't point to it on a map. Danny, what did you think?
I took it as kind of more metaphorical that they're all on the same page. The storm is coming. that he's talked about, and they all see it in him now.
Mm-hmm.
They all understand it. There's no escaping it. So they're just going to ride it out together. And whatever comes, not storm-wise, but paranoid schizophrenia, whatever he has to go through, they see it coming now. And they're going to ride it out.
I love that.
That's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah.
And I have heard Nichols say that, like, people have asked him, like, what's the ending mean? Tell me the exact meaning of the ending. And he agrees. He's like, it's up to whatever you view.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's this two people finally connecting at the end of this movie. And after that, it's up to your own interpretation.
They're all finally on the same page.
Right, yeah.
They've all finally talked to each other.
Yeah.
Finally, God.
Like they're going on the journey together as a family that needs to happen for him to you know, get better.
Yeah.
Which I also love, like that the ending, like you could read it just like Danny did, or you could read it like as they're going to be underwater in 5 seconds.
Right.
Or, you know, maybe there's another interpretation of it. It's up to you.
Yeah, I really love that as like a representation of maybe the what's coming for him with his mental illness too. Like maybe like that really, you know, doesn't matter if there's really a storm. There is something possibly that he needs help with, and that like that moment of him opening the storm shelter is kind of like progress for him.
Yeah.
And that it's like, okay, I do have a problem and I'm going to be able to, we'll work through this. Like he's done the hard thing of admitting that he needs help, you know, and he's going to seek it out. And like, and the fact that his wife didn't give up on him in all of this, because
Jessica wouldn't do that.
No,
not our Jessica.
Not our Jessica.
Not my Jessica. Danny?
How cool are bunkers?
Oh my God. Yeah.
How bad did you want a bunker after this? We can't
Maybe
have them in Florida. We can't have basements.
Yeah, you'd be
So
underwater.
it's not a thing here, but when I see it, I'm jealous. Like I'm jealous of not being able to have a bunker, whether it's for any impending storm or whatever happens in this great country. I would love a bunker. I just love them. I don't know. Maybe it's the Floridian fascination with them.
I'd love just a storage container.
Right?
Give me one of those fancy storage container houses built on YouTube. My house costs $2,000 and it's a storage container. I could watch those YouTube videos all day.
Man, I'm just jealous of shelters and bunkers and gas masks because they looked really cool.
Yeah, it was kind of kismet today. I got recommended that video of that woman on TikTok who's been building that tunnel under her house.
I saw that. She got shut down, didn't she?
She did, but she's like still back at it. But she was giving an update on her like progress for the year. I mean, it's insane what she said. She's like pouring concrete. Yeah. She's got rebar down there. It's wild. And I was like, yes, this woman is living the dream.
I saw maybe like 1 or 2 videos, but like, what's the backstory? She's digging under her house. Yeah,
she just started digging in her basement, and she's moved like she created like this elevator winch system that like she's like it moves 500 pounds per load. Like so she is all crazy like rock. It's crazy. I mean, it looks great.
I can't remember. I think I said this on a show before somewhere, but I remember reading an article. I don't know if it was in the UK, but like they changed the laws, like because there's like no space left in the city or something. Someone feel free to correct me. So like people are filing for permits to build underneath their house. So they're able to, like these millionaires are building like 3 to 4 levels more underground under their home.
What?
And that's like where the space is, because there's like, I guess there's no space in the city.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's the stop? Like if you own your property, how deep can you go?
You gotta dig down. You gotta go down.
Wow.
That's a great point.
I could get out of Florida.
If you dig underground, it'd be like one of those James Bond lairs, like one of his villains' lairs. Isn't there a movie where it's like underwater and he like lives underwater? Remember that movie?
There probably is. I can't pull that on my ass.
Is that a Thunderball? Florida bunker. There it is. There are Photoshop.
Just dropped on the roof.
That house probably cost $3,000 and they bought it on Amazon. And they built it themselves.
That's a Temu house.
God, I love watching those YouTube videos. Just like some guy buys a kit house and like builds it over the course of a weekend. It's like a cabin, no electricity.
That's what we need to do, is just buy our own little piece of property and build our own lake house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have the manpower.
Proto final point.
Final point. We've talked about a lot. Yeah, I think we hit all of our big points. Yeah, I really did like Michael Shannon's performance in this. I think there's something compelling about him. He kind of reminds me of Willem Dafoe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just the eyeballs.
It's the vibe for sure.
But I like kind of stood up in my chair when he flipped that table and gave, like, I had chills when he was giving that speech. A storm is coming.
And then he and Jessica start crying and hug. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was Zod.
Oh, that was amazing.
Incredible Zod.
Where he went. Yeah. And I really like the dream sequences too.
Mm-hmm.
They kept getting me, because they get you early on. You're like, all right. We're doing dream sequences here. Okay. But then he got me again,
That car accident one was crazy when the people were like pulling him and his daughter.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
Oh yeah. Thinking of those, I thought that is interesting. Like the one with his wife, where she's in the kitchen and she's like making something, and then it like shows the knife.
Yeah.
But that's like the only one where he hasn't attacked, at least when there's like someone presented in the same way. So yeah, thinking about that now too, of that like his wife is the one who is believing him and helping him through the whole thing. Oh man, fired for using the equipment.
Sheesh.
You idiot.
Warning. Can we get a warning, please?
I mean, I knew you saw that coming a mile away though. I mean, that's pretty ballsy. I mean, it's one thing to like borrow a shovel from work, but to borrow a backhoe, it's on a trailer.
It feels like a small
daylight.
town too. I feel like some neighbor is going to be like, "Hey, what's going on here?"
Right?
Or any coworker might live near you.
But no, Dwart turned him in.
Dewart.
Oh yeah, Shea Wiggum. We didn't really talk about
Shea Wiggum back.
Shea DeGod.
Man, he just keeps popping up everywhere I go.
Kittredge.
Can't shake this guy. Good at performance.
Is Shea Wiggum a first ballot goat?
Can we get him on the? We can get him on the.
Get him on Mount Goat.
Special category for Shea.
Yeah.
Oh, my last note. Curtis still wearing blue jeans on the beach. Can we get a bathing suit? Sicko.
Joaquin didn't wear a bathing suit last week in Her.
It was
that
the
was
future.
tweed though. He looked great.
This is Ohio tweed. Blue jeans.
Ohio tweed. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't love this movie, but I thought it was interesting. I felt like I don't know what it was missing for me. Maybe it is like a little too long. And I don't know. It felt like it was missing something that really would have won me over more. So I'm at 3 stars for this.
What if his name was Noah?
That could have done
it. Let's see. My honorable mentions. This guy is going through it right now after one of his dreams. How about that dinner scene where he's like late to dinner and they sit down to eat in total silence? Can you imagine being at that dinner table?
No.
That's
I would Irish goodbye so fast.
I'd padlock the bunker behind me.
Oh my God, it was miserable. Him just sitting there at night with the light on in the bunker reading, with the light coming out. That's
Absolute
pretty cool. Yeah, and like the slow stuff, the slow comments, like they mention his mother, right? Where the doctor say, "Been to see your mother lately?" And then you don't even really see that happen until like 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later.
Yeah.
Him hearing thunder when it wasn't there, so creepy. I mean, I heard thunder during the final act, at like real life thunder outside the house. It was
Did
so
you?
eerie.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it
it
started.
started
Were we in a
raining.
dream?
I don't know. That seizure that he has in bed, pretty nuts. His brother, you take your eye off the ball in this economy and you're screwed.
Folks.
I did read, I think the wiki points out that like this took place during the recession. So like the economy was like a big thing when this came out. I guess when is the economy not a big thing, but how about his pants, his jeans hanging so low.
Yeah, gotta get
Notice
a belt.
that?
Gotta get a belt.
It's a working man.
It's true. When he gets fired, I wrote, I feel sick watching this. She comes up with a plan to try and make it work. Like, unbelievable. What a woman.
Jessica.
Yeah, the stuff in the bunker where she's like saying, please open the door.
Mm.
I mean, that could have gone like multiple ways. Is he just going to keep them locked down there forever and they're just going to die?
Christ.
And he hands her the key, but she's like, this is something you have to do. I really like this movie. I think it's, it's a lot different than what we usually watch. It's really slow. But I love the deeper themes and the open to interpretation vibes are my jam. So I'm at 4 stars for Take Shelter. I really like Jeff Nichols. I need to make time to watch Mud. People seem to really love Mud.
I really want to see Bike Riders still. I need to get on that, but Midnight Special really is something I want to watch. Back to this. I don't have too many more notes. I think the only thing that really brought this down for me was just the slow pace. I don't think it worked for me. I'm at 3 stars. I like this movie. I like the story. I think it could have been a little better told. I don't know. I just hope that someone gets something out of it that needs it.
When he gives up his dog to his brother.
Brutal.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's the first big red flag.
Face.
There's no coming
Feel
back.
bad cinema.
Feel bad month. I forgot to give out a free year of Letterboxd Patron last week, so I'm going to do it right meow. Tag your movies 70mm Pod on Letterboxd if you watch along with us. Georgia reviewed The Man from Earth.
Okay.
Rewatch means I notice so much more about how annoying every colleague is. That was like a recurring theme. Everyone hated the colleagues in that movie. Georgia, congratulations on a year of Letterboxd patron.
You did.
Disclaimer, I'm a Letterboxd employee, but I don't speak for Letterboxd. Let's see. Next week.
We're back.
We are back. We're back in the saddle one more time. We mentioned it the last time a month had 5 weeks, but every 5th week we're going to do a sexual Michael Douglas movie. That was a theme that our village told us time and time again they wanted. We want sexual Michael Douglas month. This is what we want. And we put it to a vote and it didn't even place in like the top 3 out of 4.
They didn't want it enough.
I saw a lot of comments in Discord today, people dropping 1 star, half star movies ratings for this movie. We never should have stopped August.
Okay.
And if you remember correctly, most people hated Eat
they hated
Tambien. They hated Reanimator. So I don't know what we need. Maybe some other people. Can we give out Ginkgo biloba to people to improve their memories? Some Ginkgo gummies.
All right.
1987, Adrian Lynn. A married man's one-night stand comes back to haunt him when that lover begins to stalk him and his family. Hello. Michael Douglas, Glenn Close, and Ann Archer. The Holy Trinity. This is streaming on library apps and Paramount Plus. Proto, how do you feel? Ready for this rewatch? Adrian Lynn, the master.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ann Archer, take me away. Ann, call me.
Slim, are you sitting down?
I am.
Same composer for Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh.
Dead Poets Society. Mad Max.
Hey guys, just stop real quick and pray with me.
I need you to delete that file off the soundboard.
You say, "Be still and know that I am God."
It's still
Psalm
going.
46:10.
Psalm 46:10. That's what I'm going to be thinking about when I'm seeing Michael
Can you
Douglas
have that
in a
memorized
White
by
Night
next week, please?
Stand. Do you think nude Michael Douglas is saying that post-coitus? Talking about Psalm with Glenn Close.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Proto, any closing thoughts this week as we finally make it to the finish line? One of the lowest rated months in show history.
Yeah, rest in peace this week, Robert Redford. Charles Robert Redford Jr., August 18th, 1936 to September 16th, 2025. What a career. What a life. What a legend. What an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this week you go watch a Robert Redford movie to remember.
You want to suggest one, Pro?
You got a lot of great options. Some of my favorites, I love Spy Game. That was one of I think that may be my first movie I've seen in theater with Robert Redford.
Okay.
Him and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Doing work. 2001. That was my time. But, The Natural.
Yes, thank you. The Natural.
Baseball. It's baseball season, baby. We're almost to October. Playoffs. And then Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That was an interesting movie. I watched that last year, I think. Fun little picture. Him and Paul Newman in their prime. 1969. Two kings.
Yeah.
Not every day you get to see two kings on the screen together. So, rest in peace, Rob.
What's that movie he's in with Willem Dafoe? Willem Dafoe is kidnapped him.
Kidnapped him?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe, one of the 1,000 movies he's in. Anyway, there's a really good
Last
line
Temptation.
in that movie. Rest in peace, Rob. We'll see everybody next week for Fatal Attraction. $70mm is a tape deck production featuring original artwork provided by Danny Haas. Spiritual guidance and V'ger, the robot who loves movies, provided by Pertalexis. Producer at large Dale_A. And music composed by Cinematric. Prints and other merch are available on 70mmpod.com. This episode was mixed, edited, and produced by me, Slim. Support our Patreon for access to our VHS Village Discord to talk movies with new friends, access to our exclusive episodes in the 70mm vault, discounts on merch, uncut episodes, and a physical membership card mailed to you. To check out other Tape Deck podcasts, find the link in the episode notes. And if you'd like to support our friends at Letterboxd and upgrade to Pro or Patron status, you can do so with a 20% off discount using the links on 70mmpod.com. Goodbye.
This is a Tape Deck podcast.